Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Australia Season 6, Episode 7. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So, the Bombshells have officially entered the villa and both of them received a very warm welcome.
Gently. Sorry, I'm French, so sometimes like... Non, mais je parle français, moi. Hi.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Love an international man of mystery.
Straight from the USA.
She's definitely looking good coming up those stairs. Sydney's gorgeous. I love a bit of an accent, doesn't matter where you're from. Like,
Are you looking for a relationship?
yeah, of course.
I love seeing the girls meet him. I was like, do you see what I see? Because like, it looks tasty.
So Sydney says that she wants somebody who is smarter than her. And in the previous episode, she said she wants somebody who she can look up to. And although she's independent, she wants to be with somebody who she could submit to. But then she also said that she got played last time and now she wants to do the playing. Like, I'm not quite sure what she wants. I just think this should be her hot girl era, you know? She's still only 24. Like, you're already thinking about, I need to find somebody to submit to with a girl. I don't know. Just chill out on that. Steph says that he is into Mimi, Sophie, and Hannah. And then he's asked where he ranks French women compared to New Zealand women. And he's like, oh, New Zealand is up here. You can't compare it. French girls, they're like here. I know a lot of people watching him on games weren't too fond of him. So I can only imagine how the French people responded to him when he was on his own version. I don't think this was working in his favor. I'm like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why can't you just say, oh, the New Zealand girls, like, they're so nice, they're so beautiful, and leave it there? When he was like, oh, French is like, oof, not a good look. Dylan is giving Sydney a tour, and later on, she's like, wow, he's really gone out of his way to do something. And then she catches herself. She's like, well, honestly, he's just giving me a tour. That's kind of the bare minimum. I said, good, Sydney, good. Good. I'm glad you caught yourself. But it's kind of good that he is exploring his options because Mimi is definitely exploring hers.
Bro, I wanted a 6'5" athletic man who's an import.
He has the same humor as me. It's very dry. It's very like dramatic. He's very bold. Dylan definitely has some competition with Steph entering the villa. He just like takes the piss and he's very blunt.
Yeah.
He says very blunt.
Same as you.
You two are quite different.
Yeah,
I would say that. Yeah, you're quite different.
Yeah.
It is so funny seeing Mimi give all these props to Steph. Oh my gosh, he's so confident. He's like a manly man. He's so direct. He's so this. He's so... Hey, any issues you feel like you have with Dylan, you will experience them tenfold with Steph. I guarantee you that. Guaranteed. She then talks to Dylan, and Dylan is aware that he's not in a position to tell her anything about her decision. So he's just like, hey, you do your thing. I'll be here. He's taking the lax approach, which I can understand why he would want to. He doesn't want to just smother her, but also you want to keep that connection intact, right? You don't want the other person to show you up simply because they're putting in more effort than you are. However, playing devil's advocate, Dylan also deserves somebody who wants to pursue him equally. And I feel like he's made it pretty clear that Mimi is his priority. There have been other girls who have shown interest and he has still put in more work when it comes to Mimi. So if she's really not going to try, I can't blame him for not really trying either. In the evening, the villa gets a text that the Bombshells get the opportunity to recouple at any time. Now, I thought this was like a one-time thing. We learned through the episode that it's any time, any amount of times. So that's crazy. How long is that twist gonna last? That's insane. Immediately when they figure this out, Steph takes Sophie for a chat.
I was just about to say, Sophie, do you want to come to a chat? And then he's like, boom, straight in.
I saw you a couple of times. Look at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure.
I think I saw you looking at me.
You always match everything with your eyes. That's crazy. What's your first impression about me?
Very attractive. I'm gonna cut you off.
Straight away, I take it.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
It was making me feel some type of way, but I don't know what type of way. I think I was nervous.
Sophie is in the best position of all the girls right now. She really does have the pick of the litter. Zane is interested. Steph is interested. Indigo, that's his name. Indigo is interested. because she doesn't really like the cookie cutter good guy image coming from Indigo, maybe Steph is a better option. But I was interested to see where things would go with Zane. Like, can you really spin the block and have it work? And also, Zane seems like a guy who wants a relationship but doesn't want the effort of a relationship. So I wanted to see if he would actually step it up with anybody. Because even with Xanthi right now, he's kind of just like there. He doesn't really do much of anything. Speaking of Zane and him thinking that conversations are just so hard, he has a conversation with Sydney, and this is the most I have seen him talk all season so far.
You got really nice teeth.
Thank you, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Big teeth guy. I had so many stacks when I was a kid. I ran into a wall twice, same wall. One here.
From what? A shark attack?
Yeah.
Really?
I like to train.
Me too.
Do you? Gym girl?
Yeah. Do you like going to the movies?
Yeah. Shrek's good.
Wait, I was just gonna say Shrek. Want someone that has a brain as well, obviously.
See, that's where you might lose me.
Like I said earlier, Sydney said she's just here to play. She's probably on the show for revenge, if we're gonna be honest. So yeah, why not go with Zane? He's obviously not here for something serious. He's here for a good time, not a long time at all. I think go for him. Now, at the end of this conversation, I realized they were talking in earshot of Xanthi. Oh my gosh. If I was on Love Island, I truly would crash out. Not crash out like Elisha, because I think that girl has a stank attitude. But I definitely would crash out, for sure. So we all know Love Island is not meant to be this like deep, intellectual, marriage-focused type of dating show. Not at all. But it is so funny to see how some of these people act when they're trying to like make their mark.
Show her this energy, show her who you are. Just tell her, be like, you're gorgeous. Like, just tell her.
I just wanted to come up here and love to give you a nice kiss.
Really?
Why?
I just thought it'd be nice.
Okay. Bye.
What the fuck?
Chemistry, funny photos, anything?
I don't know. I didn't get ick, I don't think.
Fuck, that was powerful.
This guy is so moist. Like, you see the girl that you're interested in talk to another guy, and your plan of action is, I'm just gonna stick one on her. No conversation, no nothing. It didn't even naturally lead up to a kiss, like nothing. He walked up, I just want to kiss you. Walked away. You don't actually want to have a conversation with, like, a lot of people can kiss. I'm sorry, like, being a good kisser doesn't even make you special. And I don't even think the kiss was that great. Based on her commentary after the fact, she was like, I mean, I didn't really get butterflies. Like, it was cool and all, but like, bruh, come on, Indigo, you gotta give her more than that. So I'm not sure if Steph caught wind of the kiss, but shortly after, he decides to activate his stealing powers, and he chooses to take Sophie away from Indigo.
Sophie,
It's such a short time getting to me, but
you're beautiful.
thank you.
When I talk to you, it sounds like music in my ear. So,
What?
Yeah, my decision is not definitive, but I think I made the right decision right now.
Yeah.
Maybe
Have power.
30 minutes. If you piss me off, I'm just gonna switch it up.
With Steph, this is just a game. This is absolutely just a game for him. The lines that he says, you can tell this man ain't serious about nothing. And the women are just eating it up. He literally warns her that if she annoys him, he will switch and couple up with somebody else. And obviously it was a joke. But there's some element of truth in that. And it happened in this episode. Not the fact that she annoyed him, but he was just like, you know what? On to the next one. Like, wow. This guy don't play. They end up playing a kissing game. I think it was called Stairway to Heaven, I think. And it's basically like 7 minutes in heaven where you go in a closet and you do whatever, but people always assume like, oh my gosh, they're making out. Just gonna go quickly through what happened. Sydney and Indigo kiss. Mimi and Dylan kiss to the point where he got a little boner. She then kisses Steph, and she says that she enjoyed the kiss with Steph more. Nico tells Sydney that it's up to her if they want to kiss, and she ends up giving him a little kiss. Mind you, Nico's supposed to be with Hannah, so keep that in mind. Hannah and Taylor fake like they're doing a madness in there. It was actually kind of cute. I'll put in the clip for that. Like, this was funny. I think this was really funny. It was a nice way to just, make fun of the game knowing that you're not going to kiss somebody else. Em earlier said that she's not into Steph at all. But then when she was in the closet with Steph, she did kiss him. Yeah, Taylor was not a big fan of that. And when he was in the closet with Sydney, was it Sydney? Yeah, he didn't kiss her. And he's just like, you know what? I have my boundaries. Like, I'm about loyalty and respect. So if I say I'm all for somebody, then I'm all for them. And he did tell M earlier, I only have eyes for you. Sydney is annoyed that Taylor didn't want to kiss her. She's like, I did not come to Marriage Island. I came to Love Island. I came to have fun. Babes, some people in this life want to be loyal. Isaiah did not want to be loyal. And that is so unfortunate. It is so sad that she got cheated on. But some people actually don't want to cheat or do anything that resembles cheating. Like, it's real. It's out there. I do hear her though, like, it's Love Island, like, come on, loosen up. But if you know who you want to be with, then just stick with that person.
Known each other 5 days.
They don't get the game, I don't think.
Calm down. Not that serious.
It's not that serious if you hook up with somebody.
I think a lot of people here are a little scared, you know? I have an extra sleep mask. Do you want it?
No, I'd prefer to look into your brown eyes.
Finally, someone giving me the attention I deserve.
You deserve the attention, so.
Sydney and Indigo is not a pairing that I would have put together. And it now makes me think, like, so what's not clicking with Indigo, or what wasn't clicking between Indigo and M? Because he seems to just go wherever he gets attention, right? Like, I don't see him actually matching with any of these women, but because they've shown some semblance of interest in him, he's like, yeah, I'm going full force into that. Like, I don't see it with him and her. I don't see it with him and Sophie. I don't see it with him and anybody right now. Honestly. Yeah, no, I don't, but whatever. I'm of the belief that M is the one who put him in the friend zone. I don't recall the sequence of events, but that's what I'm going to go with for now. And he just had to go with it. You can't really force yourself out of the friend zone anyways, right? Now, speaking of the friend zone, M had just got out the friend zone with Mr. Taylor. But after her performance in the game, he might want to put her back.
We kiss?
Oh, right. I did not.
Really?
Nope. I want to stick to, like, my morals and be respectful. I'm like, I have a choice. It's happened now, so we can't sort of cry over spilt milk.
I guess I did feel like Taylor was judging me.
Taylor, this is why I said you should have gone on Married at First Sight, sir. You should have. You should have. But anyways, he's really trying to be loyal, which is kind of quick, considering that it's only been, like, a day and some of them being coupled up. But he said from the beginning, I'm trying to find my person. I'm trying to settle down. I'm not doing this whole game thing. But then again, she told him, oh, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm not trying to settle down. I'm not trying to. But what was his response? Oh, it's okay. People can change. Oh, it's okay. It's not like I'm trying to get married right now. Look now. Look. So they got to figure out what is and isn't okay for them in challenges, because the tension is going to continue to build if she's going out exploring and he's trying to stay loyal to a girl who has no intention of being loyal right now. And I can't blame her. It literally is the first week and the first full day of you being coupled up with him. I would explore too if I was her, but I also would probably be loyal if I was like, I don't know. I get it from both sides. Like, I don't think anybody's at fault here. So someone who's also not happy with the way their partner handled the game is Hannah.
You do have an option in this place. Like, no one's forcing you to kiss someone. How is it not your choice? Like, she didn't pin you to the wall.
No, well, here we go.
You can do what you want to do. Can you just listen to me?
I'm listening.
Imagine you hadn't kissed anyone tonight, and then I kissed the ball.
It was literally just the game.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know that.
It's not going to change the way I feel towards you.
I gotta give it to Hannah. Like, I really wasn't buying her interest in Nico. I just thought she was attracted to the attention. But as time goes on, she really is feeling this guy. She really is. She had no intention on kissing anybody else and thought that Nico was on the same page. Now they're on the same page that in a game, anything is allowed. Like, you can do whatever the game calls for. So I'm sure the next time she gets her opportunity, she's gonna put on the performance of her life. So things take a drastic turn for Miss Xanthi, okay? Apparently, she's been trying to talk to him, but he has been giving his attention to Sydney. So because he's been airing her all day, she starts to get emotional and thinks like, oh my gosh, how stupid could I be?
Where's my water?
Em,
Yeah?
Sydney, are you getting photos?
What's wrong?
what's wrong, darling?
Hey.
That's okay. Hey.
He doesn't even put me for a child. He just goes straight to fucking Sydney.
Is it me or did she trip?
It's you, you flog!
I'm good for like a
a shoulder pat. I suck at dealing with crying girls.
I just feel like I like him way more.
I decided not to go see Xanthi just because I didn't know what it was about. I think it could be about me.
I can see why Zayn has been in the position he has been for the last few years. He said he hasn't dated in the last 7. He only has the one actual ex, and he's just the one night stand guy. Like, doesn't want to take things too seriously. Dating is just not for him, and it shows. It really does show. Now, I thought he had made a breakthrough in the previous episode because he said he appreciates Xanthi because she notices the little things. So he once mentioned a snack that he liked, and the next time they got to order food, she ordered that snack on his behalf. So he's aware, like, oh, this is a good girl and I actually want to do right by her. But when it comes to fulfilling that doing right by her, he's falling short. Like, you can notice, oh, the little things are important when it comes to you, but you hear that the girl is crying and you're just like, I don't really deal with that whole crying thing. Bruh. Eventually, he does go and talk to her. And in his confessional, he does admit that he has a lot of growing up to do. He has a lot of things to work on when it comes to a relationship, and he's going to try his best to do that. I'm glad. The episode ends with Steph and Mimi having a conversation where she's basically like, hey, listen, you should spice things up. Go ahead and pick me. You should pick me. You should pick me. Mimi, careful. I don't think you want to be picked by Steph, girl, but okay. Steph decides to recouple, and so does Sydney.
See?
Mimi, I have been dragging my feet a little bit. I'm taking it for granted that Mimi's always been there for me to get to know.
You know?
Sydney picking Zayn, damn. At least he consoled her this time when she was crying. At least he consoled Xanthi this time. Oh my gosh. It sucks to be Xanthi because from the outside looking in, it does look like Zayn has a better time with Sydney. It just does. And we knew it was going to end in tears with Xanthi just because of who Zayn is. Like, I'm sorry, girl. Maybe you should have kept Kane, right? What's his name? Kane? Kane was all in on her. He was. Poor baby. Bring Kane back. Is there some kind of twist? Can we bring him back? Bring him back. Anyways, Dylan is now single. And he's having the realization that he might have been a little bit too chill when it comes to pursuing Mimi. And yes, like I said earlier, I do agree that he should put in the effort, but he also deserves somebody who's going to put in that same effort. And it seems like Mimi has left him to just be in the driver's seat all on his own. So yeah, I'm interested to see where things go. At this point, Dylan has actually shown a lot of loyalty. From the time that he started pursuing her, he's been consistent in pursuing her. He might talk to other people, but he'll make it clear, like, my priority is Mimi, and I'm not trying to ruin that. Mimi, however, it's just like, hey, may the best man win. I'm not mad at her for it. But he's proving to be the guy that he claims to be. Like, hey, I'm just a lover boy. I'm not trying to be an F-boy. So we'll see. We'll see. Dylan, I'm actually rooting for you. I am. I don't know if I'm rooting for you and Mimi, but I'm rooting for you. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.